Hey yeah lads and ladettes, welcome back. Apologies if I sound a bit off, but I'm a bit of a sick goose right now. Nonetheless, I was browsing Reddit at work when I should have been serving, and I came across a thread from r-trudota2 that honestly buttered my egg rolls. Some kind of spellcaster Dagon Spectre. The post talked about ignoring Blade Mail and focusing on an early Shivas because Veil gives you insane survivability in lane and the damage amp gives insane damage from Desolate. Okay, I can kind of see it. Then it talks about getting mana boots and Guardian Greaves. You never go heart, you get an Octarine instead. Dagon for the burst heal, Sanjin Caius and spell out works with dispersion, and definitely, above all accounts, take Spectre into the mid lane. Okay, this is unbelievable. I need some stats, I needed some numbers, and the PoE enjoyer delivered. Gotta admit, it's a bit of a mixed bag, but the main takeaway is that they're winning with this abomination of a build, and that is all the validation I needed, Buckaroo. So I hopped into my first Spectre game with the build, and not gonna lie, it kinda cooks.
Holy shit.
We still lost that game, but where I was losing faith, that moment there stoked the flames and sealed the deal for my plunge into the damage sponge of Spec Reflec. With a silent T.
Spec Reflec, Spec Reflec, Spec Reflec, Spec Reflec, Spec Reflec, Spec Reflec, Spec
Oh, she the spec.
Spec
She can reflect. And cause she reflect, she the spec. So she's gonna reflect with respect. And here comes the reflect.
Now I ain't going full degeneracy for this one. I get Blade Mail, I get Radiance, there's still some semblance of normalcy, just so my team thinks I'm trying to win. Third item is Shiva's, however. I don't rush it. I don't see the appeal of rushing it, but you know the crazy thing about PoE players is they usually make their builds pretty fun, and not gonna lie, Shiva kind of slaps on this hero. It feels good. Don't get me wrong, Shiva's is just a good item right now. The stats are great, the active is great, it got nerfed but it's still strong, and the ability to globally dump 900 magic damage on someone is kinda dope. The ring follows you too, so it's already expanded when you arrive, which is nice in team fights, and it amplifies dispersion, including the shard, which segues into the next item. So I didn't even know about the shard until I played Spectre again, and it is perfect for this build. It doubles the effectiveness of the dispersion damage reflected back. It's amplified by Shivas and Spell Amp, and you can use it with Blade Mail, especially on fire and forget heroes like this absolute mug here. Mate, you got absolutely creamed, bro! What's the matter, Sunshine? You hurt yourself? It's got a disgusting broken particle effect that's pretty obvious when it's on, but like, fuck, I wouldn't know what this thing means in a fight. You wouldn't either. See someone in a ghost outfit walking at you with a blade, riddled with RGB lighting effects, you wouldn't at least put up a fight, right? You would run? That's because you're a bitch. Over in this part of the world, knife crimes are in our culture. If you haven't stabbed someone by 18 years old, you're being sent to Rwanda, mate. After Shard, I like to get hard for obvious reasons, but sometimes I switch it up for a Skadi, since large amounts of lifesteal and healing actually counters the build. The build screams for Dagon, like a starving chicklet, but I kick it out of the nest like any good mother would do. Hey little shit, come in. The jumpscare horror aspect is pretty balanced, not gonna lie, but the Kaya stats are more appealing. It's cheaper, and it buffs the overall damage from dispersion, Shivas, and your daggers. I finally like to close out the build with Acronyms, since it's fantastic for sieging high ground, it works around Lincoln buyers, it works great with Radiance for cancelling blinks, and gaining a vision advantage going into fights, allowing you to pick and choose your targets. Nice BKB, buddy! Talent-wise, I skip level 10 because I think it's dookie and would rather get stats. Level 15 is dagger damage, 20 is HP, and obviously 25 is dispersion. Overall, it's a pretty fun way to play Spectre. I was pleasantly surprised with Shivas on the hero. It feels good to play such an active Spectre with the Radiance, and your damage isn't so pathetic that if people would just ignore you, you don't do anything. It's pretty fun, it's pretty good. It's still a little memey though. I think you could genuinely pick this into the head empty passive damage heroes like Wukong's Command, Gyro Ags, Chain Frost, Death Ward, stuff they don't really have much control over, so it's definitely a matchup thing. Also, I'm sure it's common knowledge, but Dispersion effectiveness does fall off over distance to the target, so you know those melee heroes, once again, pick into those close range touchy feelers. Gonna be a bit of a weaker score this time, with a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but some games I felt like a genuine threat, and other times I was pretty useless.
Help!
It's a bit of a gamble, but I'll probably run this into certain comps in the future. Alright boys and girls, set your clocks. It's puppet time. I'll see you then. Farewell.
Hey, you're actually okay. Fuck. Oh my god.
Oh.